Alliteration. Alliteration is a literary device that involves the repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words in a sentence or phrase. It is a powerful tool that writers use to create a specific effect on their readers. One of the most famous examples of alliteration is the tongue twister "Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers." In this sentence, the repetition of the P sound creates a musical effect that is both pleasing to the ear and difficult to say quickly. This type of alliteration is often used in poetry and songs to create a similar effect. Alliteration can also be used to draw attention to specific words or phrases. For example, a writer might use alliteration to emphasize the importance of a particular point or to create a memorable phrase that sticks in the reader's mind. This technique is often used in advertising slogans where the repetition of a particular sound or phrase helps to make the product or service more memorable. To add emphasis to certain ideas or emotions, to create a sense of rhythm and momentum that builds throughout a sentence or paragraph. This can be particularly effective in speeches or other persuasive writing where the repetition of a powerful word or phrase can help to drive home a particular point. Alliteration is a powerful literary device that can be used to create a variety of effects in writing. Whether it's used to create a musical effect, draw attention to specific words or phrases, or add emphasis to certain ideas or emotions, alliteration is a tool that every writer should have in their arsenal. By mastering the art of alliteration, writers can create writing that is both memorable and impactful, and that leaves a lasting impression on their readers. Rhyme and alliteration are both important literary devices that can be used to create engaging and memorable writing. While they are different techniques, they are often used together in poetry, songs, and other forms of writing to create a powerful effect. Here are some examples of common rhymes where alliteration is used. 1. She sells seashells by the seashore. This is a famous tongue twister that uses both rhyme and alliteration to create a musical effect and make the sentence more memorable. 2. Big Ben bongs. This is an example of alliteration where the B sound is repeated at the beginning of each word, creating a sense of rhythm and momentum. 3. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. This is a well-known nursery rhyme that uses rhyme and alliteration to create a sense of magic and wonder. 4. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. This is another famous tongue twister that uses both rhyme and alliteration to create a musical effect and make the sentence more memorable. 5. Sally sells seashells on the seashore. This is a variation of the tongue twister mentioned earlier, which uses both rhyme and alliteration to create a memorable phrase. Using both rhyme and alliteration together can help to create writing that is both engaging and memorable, and that leaves a lasting impression on the reader. Alliteration is used in many famous poems where the repetition of consonant sounds creates a musical effect and helps to convey the poem's meaning and emotion. Here are some examples of famous poems where alliteration is used. 1. Beowulf. This epic poem, written in Old English, contains many examples of alliteration, as it was a common feature of Anglo-Saxon poetry. For example, the wrath of Grendel, his terrible hand, and the monster seized and mauled him. 2. The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. This famous poem uses alliteration to create a sense of foreboding and unease, as in the line, and the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain. 3. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot. This poem also uses alliteration to create a sense of fragmentation and unease, as in the line "when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient etherized upon a table." 4. Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. This poem uses alliteration to create a sense of stillness and quiet, as in the line "the only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake." Alliteration is used in movie songs to create a specific effect on the audience. It helps to create a musical effect and make the lyrics more memorable. Here are some examples of alliteration used in famous movie songs. 1. Hakuna Matata from The Lion King. The song uses alliteration in the line "when I was a young warthog and he's a big pig" to create a playful and catchy tune. 2. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from Mary Poppins. The song uses alliteration throughout the title to create a memorable and fun-to-say word. 3. My Favorite Things from The Sound of Music. The song uses alliteration in the line "raindrops on roses" and "whiskers on kittens" to create a sense of comfort and joy. 4. Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast. The song uses alliteration in the line "course by course, one by one" to create a sense of grandeur and elegance. 5. I Just Can't Wait to Be King from The Lion King. The song uses alliteration in the line "I'm going to be a mighty king, so enemies beware" to create a sense of power and confidence.